Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. This is part 8 of the Perichoresis Daily Dance series on prayer. If you missed any of the prayer episodes up until now, go back, watch those other previous videos because ultimately that will help make this installment make way more sense. So we're walking through the Lord's Prayer, trying to make sense of it, and the section that we're in right now is the part where traditionally we would say, "Give us this day our daily bread." A little bit more contemporary version would say, "Give us today the food we need." As I talked about yesterday, there are several connections to what Jesus is saying in the Lord's Prayer, to how Jesus is teaching the disciples, because if you remember, the disciples are Jews. These Jews would have grown up praying their whole life, but then these Jewish disciples, they see Jesus pray one time and they're like, "Dude, wow, I want to pray like that because I don't pray like that." And so Jesus references several Old Testament things, several Old Testament themes, several Old Testament concepts and ideas that they would have understood, especially from Torah. So again, Jesus kind of gives a nod back to Torah. Give us this day our daily bread. This is a connection to this whole idea. When the Israelites were wandering through the desert for those 40 years, they would have had nothing. They would have died of starvation. They had no food except the only reason the Jewish nation, in their history, the Israelites, as they were leaving Egypt on their way to the Promised Land for those 40 years, the only way they could survive is because God provided daily bread. It's this whole idea, this whole throwback concept to going back to, remember when if it was totally up to you, you would not be able to survive? You actually have nothing? The only way you could make it was because of God's provision, showing up every day. God gave you exactly what you needed every single day. Yesterday we talked about the whole idea of may your kingdom come, may your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It's kind of a continuation of that thought. I can't do it on my own. I have to submit to your will. I have to. May your kingdom come. May God, you are the only reason that can provide for my needs today. So give us today the food we need. God, I cannot do it on my own. The only way I will survive is because I need you to give us what I need today. So, a lot of times when it comes to prayer, the first thing we say, usually we say, "Dear Jesus, thank you for this day." After we spit that out, "Dear Jesus, thank you for this day," we're quick to tell God what we need or what we want. Now, after we've spent some time in those other areas, Jesus says, "Okay, let's get to the part with what you need." But notice, it doesn't say, "Give us today what I want." Give us today the boyfriend that I want. Give us today the girlfriend that I want. Give me today the car I want to drive, the house I want to live in, the job I want, the salary I want. It's none of that. It's give us today, God. I'm asking you, because you're the king, give me today, not tomorrow, not for planning for the future. Just give me today what I need to survive today. It's an element of my basic needs. I need you to show up. To be king, to give me direction, to give me security, community, love, all of those things. But God, what I need really, I'm trusting you with it, but just give me what I need today. Give us today the food we need.